Maple gym floor manufacturers' literature and websites have dozens of ways to install a gym floor. Which one should you choose? Hi, I'm Tommy Ellison, Marketing Director at Covington, and welcome to another episode of You Ask, We Answer. You know, choosing a gym floor is a lot like buying a phone for your home or office. In the previous century, you could only purchase a rotary dial phone, which got the basic job done, making phone calls. But rotary dial phones are outdated and lack the functionality you expect today. Similarly, older gym floor systems like the traditional anchored systems served their purpose in the past, but they come with limitations compared to more modern alternatives. Then there's the option of a BlackBerry, which was cutting edge for its time, much like the floating gym floor systems that improved on the earlier anchored designs. However, both are now considered outdated, having been surpassed by newer technologies that offer greater efficiency, flexibility, and performance. Today's gym floors are like the latest smartphones. They're engineered with the best of modern technology, blending performance, durability, and safety. Anchored and resilient floors, such as those introduced by Robbins in the late 1980s, revolutionized the industry, much like how smartphones changed how we communicate and navigate our lives. These new floor designs provide superior shock absorption, ball bounce, and longevity, making them the go-to choice for gymnasiums intended for sports like basketball, volleyball, and other court sports. Just like how you'd choose a smartphone for its versatility and advanced features, you'd choose a modern anchored resilient floor for its superior performance and adaptability to the needs of today's athlete. When selecting a hardwood floor for a gym, understand the differences between floating, anchored, and/or one that does both functions is crucial for making the right decision based on your specific needs. Here's a breakdown of each type. Let's look at anchored floors. Anchored floors are directly attached to the subfloor using nails or steel clips. Anchored floors provide a stable surface, ideal for heavy gym equipment. For sports or activities that require a consistent solid surface that provides consistent ball bounce during play, anchored floors are great. There are some disadvantages, however. The installation costs for anchored floors are usually higher due to labor-intensive methods of attachment. Because they are so solid, anchored floors may be harder on the body during high-impact activities since they resist deflection under impact. Meanwhile, floating floors are not attached directly to the concrete subfloor. Instead, the hardware planks are either nailed or glued onto a subfloor that floats unattached on the concrete substrate. Well, what are the advantages? Floating floors are typically easier and faster to install since they don't require attachment to a subfloor. The cushioned underlayment of a floating floor is designed to deflect under impact, which in turn can be more forgiving on joints during exercise or play. Disadvantages are stability. Floating floors may have less loading capacity, which could be a concern for facilities with large telescopic bleacher seating or have frequent need for machinery or equipment to roll across the floor. Floating designs using sleepers are more susceptible to dead spots developing in the floor. Dead spots on a maple basketball floor are areas where the ball does not bounce as expected, losing energy upon contact with the floor. If the subfloor underneath the maple surface has uneven or inadequate support, it can absorb the energy from the ball instead of reflecting it back, leading to a dead spot. The resilient compounds used for the cushion under floating floors plays a critical role in absorbing impact and providing consistent bounce. It has been shown that some of these compounds can degrade over time due to repeated use, exposure to moisture, and natural wear. As these compounds break down, they lose their ability to provide uniform support, leading to areas of diminished elasticity. This degradation can result in the formation of dead spots on the floor, where the ball does not bounce as it should, and impacting the overall performance and safety of the playing surface. Anchored and resilient floors incorporate subfloor layers that are designed to absorb impact, often combining wood with synthetic materials like rubber or treated foam. These floors are engineered to provide a balance between stability and comfort. Well, what are the advantages to an anchored and resilient floor? Well, first of all, shock absorption. The primary benefit of an anchored and resilient design is the floor's ability to absorb shock, reducing the strain on athletes' joints and decreasing the risk of injury. Since we know that the impact of an athlete landing on a floor during play can exert 3 to 5 times their body weight, it is important to have a floor that is designed to absorb a high percentage of that impact force. What about versatility? Anchored and resilient floors are suitable for multi-use gym spaces where different types of activities like basketball, dance, aerobics might take place. Durability. These floors are designed to withstand the wear and tear of heavy use while maintaining their shock-absorbing properties. Are there any disadvantages to an anchored and resilient floor? Well, primarily, the biggest disadvantage is the initial cost. Anchored and resilient floors tend to be more expensive due to the additional materials and engineering involved. The life cycle cost of a premium price floor, when spread over a 30-year period, is minimal compared to the benefits it provides due to its durability, long-term performance, and track record in mitigating sports injury. The initial investment is outweighed by these long-term savings and benefits, making the total life cycle cost minimal in comparison to the lasting advantages. In summary, anchored and resilient floors are engineered to provide a highly uniform surface across the entire gym. This uniformity is essential for athletes, ensuring that the floor responds consistently underfoot, regardless of where they are on the court. One of the standout features of anchored and resilient floors is their ability to provide consistent ball bounce across the entire surface. This is particularly important in sports like basketball, where the predictability of the ball's behavior can impact gameplay. In conclusion, Robins anchored and resilient maple designs are highly advantaged in terms of performance, stability, comfort, and loading capacity, and will deliver high-performance shock absorption, critical damping, consistent ball bounce, and, when properly maintained, offer the delicate balance of slide versus traction for the athletes. The NCAA, the NBA, and many women's NBA teams play their games on removable portable floors required for the multi-use schedule demands of today's civic arena business models. But these same teams spend hours at a time practicing, drilling, and training on a new generation of permanently installed maple systems from Robins and professionally installed by Covington. The anchored and resilient floors, first engineered and manufactured by Robins and installed by their network of authorized dealers, continue to be the choice of champions when high-performance play and training is the objective. And to close with a shameless plug for our sponsor, if you want more information on the many floor choices offered by Covington, or you require assistance with selecting a floor for your gym or sports facility, don't hesitate to contact us for a free evaluation and no obligation estimate for the repair, refinishing, or replacement of the floor. And if you're planning a new sports venue, call us and allow us to share our 40-plus years of gym floor expertise with you and your architect. Visit our website at www.covington.com for contact information of the nearest sales professional nearest you, or call us for more information. Phone numbers will be provided at the conclusion of this video. And would you do me a favor and hit the thumbs up for this video? Subscribe and share this video with your coworkers and friends. Thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it. And remember, when you ask, we answer. See you next time.